on Windy City Weekend, the Bears take on rivals the Green Bay Packers for their first game of the year. Ryan will have his barely accurate prediction. Plus, we'll show you Disney Cruise Line's newest ship, Disney Treasure. And Richard Roper will tell us about the new documentary on Netflix about the Jerry Springer Show. Now, here are your hosts, Val Warner and Ryan Cheverini. Woo!
It's Saturday, but it's all good. Our weekend. It is our first live show of the year.
Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. I cannot believe how fast this past year went, but they always say as you get older, the years go faster.
Yeah, really?
I know that's what they say, though. But you know what? I read why.
What?
It's a scientific fact, I guess.
Okay.
That the more that you're in a routine, as you get older, you're in the same routine, right? Work, family life, you do the same thing to where you're not having as many new experiences as you do when you're younger. So time seems to go faster.
So think about what you just said. And what do you always tell me? What do you always say about me, Benjamin Button? What do you?
You're aging backwards.
Because I'm not doing anything in a routine. I just do whatever I want now. The older I've gotten, the less routine I've gotten. And I'm like living my life, so maybe that's why I look younger.
I honestly think it's Jab. It's Jab.
Do not give him all the credit. It is me.
Jab. Ever since she got married, and we call him Jabba, there's just like an inner glow that you have.
But you knew me before him, so you knew it was there.
You were aging like crazy before. It was like...
He throws me under the bus.
I'm kidding.
No, I will give him a little bit of credit because I think I just finally met somebody who has my energy level.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, and it's like, it exudes. I mean, look at my dad. I got my dad an iPhone, which is remarkable. It was like one of my greatest accomplishments in life, and we FaceTime for the very first time, and my dad, of course, loves Val, and FaceTimes with Val, and was like, Val, he was crushing big time.
I know, I was like, go Eddie.
She looks so good. I love the blonde hair. My dad was crushing.
And I was like, Patty's sitting right there, Eddie.
I know. He talks about the same thing.
Okay, so it is a new year, and everybody loves to talk. I'm so excited about this topic. Everybody loves to talk about New Year's resolutions. We've done it for 13 years on this show. But it's over with that. I ran into a young lady who told me about ins and outs. And I said, what do you mean ins and outs? She said, you write a list. You write down what do you want to keep in for 2025 and what you want to take out for 2025. She shared hers with me. It was like, make more salad dressings, cold call my crush it. I was like, oh my God, so...
Cold call?
Oh, yes.
Cold call my crushes.
That was hers, not mine.
Brave. I know, just so it's brave enough to be...
Yes.
Hey, guess what?
One of them was like, one of the outs was paying for parking meters. She's gonna walk more. She said, feeling the uglies that's out.
Okay.
So anyway,
I
got a list. Do you want me to go first? No, you go first.
Okay, I just have two outs that I'm gonna get rid of.
Okay.
One, this is gonna be a hard one, but I'm a night owl for one. I get off work. I do sports now. If you haven't been paying attention, you're at home. And so no screen time after 11 p.m.
That's a great out.
Yeah, I need
That's a
that
great out.
because you get on the screens, and then for one, the blue light's not good for you to go to sleep. But for two, you just scroll. You're in like death scrolling.
Yes.
Dumb.
Yes. So you know what one of my outs is? Phone first thing in the morning. That's my out. I'm gonna get rid of phone first thing in the morning.
Really? But you kind of need it for our job, don't you?
But not what I'm looking at.
What are you? Let's see your search history.
I don't need to look at what I'm looking at first thing.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
Instagram.
Yeah, shopping.
Yeah.
Clothes.
Like, I should be checking my work emails, which is one of my ends.
That needs to be my in.
Yeah.
Okay, so out is screen time. And what do I love more than anything when it comes to food? I'm going to try this again. I tried this one year and I did it.
Seafood? You're going to try seafood this year?
No. What's out that I love? Something I love.
Oh, pizza.
Yeah.
That's not realistic, though, so don't put that on the out. That's not. You cannot. You're Italian.
It's so good. We got our fitness experts going, pizza.
He's Italian. He cannot not have pizza. That makes no sense.
I know. Finally, we got the emoji.
Oh, my God. We only have 1 minute. I got to get to all my ends.
What are your ends?
Okay. My end, one of my ends, favorite ends, replace one meal a day with a salad.
Ooh.
Which last year was the first year in my life that I was probably 70% on with this. And I think that was part of my success in keeping the weight off. Because I usually lose it and gain it back, But I replace one meal a day. Okay, this is going to be real fast. Use more words. Go to more restaurants. Remembering to breathe. Give more, travel more, check emails, learn more football. Admit when I'm wrong. This is an and. Holding on to some things. I'm not ready to let go of some stuff. Some stuff I'm still going to hold on to and read more. Outs. Giving too many. You fill in the blank.
Yep, I know.
I give too many, so that's out of here.
Yep.
Beating myself up over my thighs. Out of here. I don't care. I'm wearing them. Phone first thing in the morning. Tell shorter stories. Feeling like I'm running out of time. That's an out.
Ooh,
that's a deep one.
In what? In life?
Because I feel like because I'm older, I haven't reached where I want to be in my career. Like this is not my end, and I'm always feeling like I gotta make sure I look young. And everybody else says they've got all these new young girls coming into the business. Like I'm running out of time. Like I'm 51.
Yeah, but like we said, you're Benjamin Button.
I know, but are they gonna hire a 51-year-old at the network?
Oh, get out.
Should they?
Should they? Yes, they should.
So that was good. Wasn't that fun?
I didn't have as much time. Trips with family needs to be in. Gotta do more. I'm finally gonna make this trip with my dad. We're gonna do that this year.
You're gonna get Eddie?
That's it. We gotta get my dad to Graceland because he loves Elvis. So we gotta do that.
Taylor's gonna kill us.
Yeah, and we gotta go to a break. Man, that was quick. All right, coming up, it's the last fairly accurate prediction of the season. We'll see if the Bears can deliver a knockout punch to the Packers. And Richard Roper reviews the historical drama Nickel Boys. It's getting a lot of Oscar buzz. Be right back. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back. And you know, this season has been a gut punch to all of us here in Chicago. Thankfully, we only have one more Bears game left, and it's against their biggest rival. Let's find out if they can end the season with a knockout punch. It's the season finale of my barely accurate predictions. All right, we are down to the last week of the regular season. It's the oldest rivalry in football. Bears, Packers, and the Bears always want to deliver a big punch to the pack. So fittingly, we are at the Chicago Youth Boxing Club, and we have helping us out with our pick, Laura and Alec. All right, here's how this is going to work. We have a boxing obstacle course. Now, Laura, you represent either the Bears or the Packers. You don't know which is which. On my whistle. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Alec. Laura's in the lead. Wrap those up. All right, got the pink wrap going here. Here we go, one more to go, one more hand to go. Laura's in the lead here. Got to hit 20. You need 20. Okay, Laura's getting ready for her last one. Getting ready to hit the heavy bag. 20 on the heavy bag. Oh, here we go. How did Alec win? Win. Is this shirt is legit? Oh, the champion Alec wins. Oh, I got bad news, buddy. It's the Packers. Yeah, Alec won, but looks like the Packers are going to win, which means that I will have 7 right on the season.
Oh, I was going to ask you. This is the most accurate season that you've had.
Barely accurate. Yeah, I think last year was right around the same. But one of your outs was what?
One of my outs was believing in the Bears. Because you believe in them and then you like get dropped and it's such a letdown. Like I'm done believing in them.
This was the first season that I was all in on the Bears, remember?
I remember.
I said 11 wins.
Yeah, and Richard Roper, I believe, said 13 or 9.
4. Yeah.
Now you would have changed.
Now it's 4, yeah. I said 11 wins. And Bears fans are mad because I'm hard on the Bears, but the Chicago fans deserve better.
Cut it out. Do not get mad at him for going in on the Bears. They deserve it.
Yeah, we just deserve better. All of our sports teams have been really, really lackluster.
All right, well, coming up, ABC 7's Greg Dutra gives us a look inside Disney's latest cruise line, the Disney Treasure. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, during our holiday show, we gave away a family trip aboard Disney Cruise Line's latest ship, the Disney Treasure.
And ABC 7's Greg Dutra took an early voyage on the cruise to give Chicagoans a sneak peek. Take a look.
If the Chicago weather has you down, I have the perfect thing for you. It's a cruise aboard the Disney Treasure. It sets sail on December 21st. Let's take a sneak peek.
Here aboard the Disney Treasure, the theme is all about wishes of adventure.
Here on the Disney Treasure, you walk in, and we try to give you that moment. We announce you by name. have a little clap, and then you are in the middle of the Grand Hall. You're involved and you're immersed in this experience.
My daughters and I were some of the luckiest guests, the first to experience the ship.
Was this thing like dirty at all before we got on board, or
Oh no, 100% clean.
first fingerprints?
Absolutely, you're some of the first guests on board, so no one's really ever touched the ship at all.
Okay, no problems. Anyway, how's the housekeeping on board?
Everything seems good.
Okay.
The Disney Treasure sails through the winter with your choice, a 7-night cruise to either the Eastern or Western Caribbean.
We're over 250 team members here just for entertainment. First thing in the morning, last thing at night for the young at heart.
Enjoy a fun day at the splash pad. We sure did. A shady little spot for my redhead, complete with her favorite friends from Toy Story, and a dive bomb from her sister. We dined with a live performance. We took a day at shore with Castaway Cay. It truly is an adventure for the whole family.
We like to say it's all about choice. So you could have a lazy day if you wish, or you could be literally from one event to another all day and all night. Star of the show.
Turning wishes into reality.
Absolutely.
All right. Honestly, I never thought that I would be a cruise guy, but once I hopped aboard, got into the flow, I am forever changed. That is for sure. My daughters, who are sleeping right now, and I have had a fantastic time. And you can book your cruise at DisneyCruise.com. But for now, I need another beverage while they nap. Back to you.
Oh, Greg looks like he's having a great time out there. Yeah. You can book your trip on Disney Treasure at DisneyCruise.com. All right, well, award season starts this weekend with the Golden Globe, so it's a perfect time to talk about the latest releases with our friend and film critic, Mr. Richard Roper. Happy New Year, Rich.
Guys, Happy New Year. We're starting off with some really quality stuff right off the bat.
Oh, I love it.
Good stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start off with a movie that will probably be up for some awards. This is a drama set in the segregated South of the 1960s based on a Pulitzer Prize-winning book by novelist Colson Whitehead. Rich, tell us about Nickel Boys.
Yeah, so Val Nickel Boys, it's this horrible scandal. This school only closed down about 10 years ago after decades of institutional abuse of young black boys and young black men. What I love about this film is it's beautifully done, even though it's telling this harrowing tale. We're actually seeing the entire movie from the viewpoint of the two main characters through their eyes. So at first it's a little disconcerting, and we only see each of them as they look at each other, but that's the beautiful part because they have this friendship that gets them through these tough times. But at first you're like, what's going on here? Because it doesn't look like a standard film, but it's a beautiful film, inspirational film. It's going to get Oscar nominations for sure.
Wow. Interesting that came out right at the first of the year.
Yeah, it came out late December for awards consideration in New York and LA, and now we get it the week after. Chicago's usually the third market that gets a lot of these films.
There we go.
Yeah.
Starting with suspense.
Good stuff.
All right, next we have a limited drama series starring Colin Firth. It's based on a real-life terrorist bombing of a plane in the 80s. It's called Lockerbie, The Search for the Truth. Is this suspender is safe, Rich?
It's a great series. Ryan Colin Firth is an Academy Award winner. He's going to get an Emmy nomination. He plays the real-life father of one of the victims of this terrorist bombing. This was in 1988, so this was like, early stages of investigation and security and all that. But it's based on a true case that to this day, there are still trials going on about who are the terrorists responsible for this. But it's really about Colin Firth as a father who refuses to let his daughter's memory die. He's going to get to the bottom of this. He's still doing that to this day.
Wow.
Great stuff. But it's also a great piece. I don't want to say entertainment, but you'll be glad you watched it. Even though both of these are sometimes tough watches, you'll be richer for the experience.
And these are both movies, not series.
The second one is a series.
Okay.
First one is a film.
All right, cool. All right, and finally, we've got a new Netflix documentary about the Jerry Springer Show, which we got a lot of people working on Windy City Lives on the Jerry Springer Show.
Yeah.
That notorious talk show was based here in Chicago during its heyday in the 1990s. Rich, tell us about Jerry Springer.
Val,
Fights, camera
it's a big spend. Jerry Springer was living in Evanston until he died just last year.
Right.
People didn't know. He'd kind of gone, become not a recluse, but gone into retirement. But, the legacy of the show is undeniable. Without Jerry Springer, we don't get the Real Housewives throwing wine in each other's faces. We don't keep up with the Kardashians. We don't see moms on OnlyFans. So I don't know if it's a good legacy. I would say no. But this is a real lesson. I mean, this show was a huge deal. At one point, Jerry Springer got higher ratings than Oprah.
Yes.
Which was a dark day for this country. Let me tell you something.
You know what else was dark? He hosted the Emmy Awards, the Chicago Emmy Awards, and he presented me with one of the Emmys. I'm thinking, ultimate non-credibility rating.
The whole thing, they had a whole thing.
Theme journalism.
handsome guy gives up pizza, never will. You know, because they have to title everything as he handed him the trophy.
Yeah.
Remember that? I think that's a good idea.
Well, I'm just saying,
He's
esteemed
still iconic regardless of the
iconic, but
content.
not
no.
esteemed journalism.
No, that's you got to do that Photoshop thing and put Robin Roberts' face on that when handing you the
Well,
Emmy.
look, now you're telling that story. Would you rather gotten an Emmy from Oprah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. You want to keep naming
Oprah's
names?
chef, Oprah's cousin.
Yeah.
Anybody who ever has watched Oprah, all would be better.
Well, you had an opportunity. She was just down the street. We never saw her.
Yeah, but you're right. A lot of our crew came here from the
Lot of
Jerry Springer Show,
our
and they
crew.
loved Jerry and said he was one of the most
And they said he was
kind.
very generous.
Yes, they said he was very kind. Last thing I'll tell you is I was on Oprah and I was on Jerry Springer, and we'll tell that story another day. Two very different shows.
Ooh.
And Oprah was not the one who threw the chair at me.
Ooh, that's a hell of a tip.
That's a spend right there. All right, thanks, Rich.
guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Coming up, New Year, New You. We have some health experts in studio helping you stick to your 2025 fitness goals. Welcome back, everybody. Well, hey, we all know that shedding those holiday pounds and getting in shape is always one of the top resolutions in the new year.
That's right. I didn't actually put that for my in, and neither did you.
Yeah, that's kind of the standard one, though, right?
Because it's too obvious. But
Yeah.
anyway, so to give you some advice on sticking to your fitness goals, we have well-known Chicago trainer Hector. Do you know I never said your last name?
No, it's Regalado. I know you're gonna mix it up. Go ahead.
See how he disses me already on TV? And then one of his most famous clients and owner of the shapewear brand J Skull Fitness, Jazz Jackson.
Hello.
Hector and Jazz.
Hector and Jazz. How did you two start working together?
It was about 2017 or 18, and she just reached out to me. He's like, hey, I'm looking for a trainer, and, 6 years later.
I was getting wide, Ryan. I was
Getting wide.
getting wide. Needed some help,
She was,
Okay.
she was a little big, you can say, but, we helped her get to where she needed to be,
Okay, so
But they're being modest, though.
Yeah.
We're talking 50 pounds
Oh, yeah.
that you have gotten off of you and kept off of you, I think, which is the thing. And that's a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And as you were saying, like, being a curvier woman, thicker thighs,
Uh-huh.
it takes a little bit more work. So, yeah, I definitely had to get to work, and that's exactly what we did.
Right.
Yeah.
Now today everybody's about shortcuts, and we know about all the diet drugs and all that stuff. You're into doing it the old-fashioned way. It's
Very true.
eat right and it's exercise.
Yes.
What's the key for people watching right now and say, hey, I need to drop 10, 15 pounds?
Just consistency, right? There isn't a magic pill. There isn't one solution, right? It's just keep doing it every day. And when people look at Jazz and look at the picture you just showed, they be like, oh, it happened in 6 weeks or 12 weeks. I'm like, no, it took 6 months to get there, but then we kept it off for 2 years. So again, it's just doing it every day and then implementing it into your daily routine.
Okay, but real talk, how much is it food and how much is it exercise?
But I'm going to tell you every time, it's 100% both, right? Everybody can tell you what 70-30, but at the end of the day, both of them are important. Because we talk about, eventually you are going to do a show, and I am going to coach you at the age, she wants to wait till 55. We're not going to wait that long, but we're going to do it a lot earlier than that, and she's going to understand that, yes, you are going to have to put away the pizza. Yes, we are going to have to be 100% strict on your diet, but then also, you're going to be in the gym every day lifting heavy weights 6 days a week.
Wow.
She's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. We talked about it already.
All right. Val, you in on this?
We're in on what you're going to show us right now.
Yes.
Need some tips on just some simple exercises. I mean, Jazz, what's your favorite thing to work on?
Oh my God. So lower body, absolutely. And I love working on my back as well. But again, because I'm, big legs, I definitely want to keep them at bay. So we do a nice amount of cardio, and we don't shy away from the weights.
Yes.
That is the key. A lot of times women are like, oh, I don't want to get bulky. I don't want to look like a man. No, you're not going to. If you want to have a nice sculpted body, you want to get with the weights. So,
Okay, Hector,
yeah.
take us through some exercises.
So only thing we're going to do today is a squat, but the reason why I like the squat is because there are so many variations, right? So we're just going to keep it simple, right? Feet shoulder width apart. You're just going to turn your toes out.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit. A lot of people like to talk about pushing your knees out. I like to say we externally rotate our femurs, which are connected to our hips, right? And now from here, we hinge back just a little bit, right? Because a lot of people usually have problems with their knees, and that's because they end up going forward. But what I want you guys to do is push your butt back just a little bit, and then I want you just to go down. Now, from this point here, I want you to see if you can actually squeeze your butt and use your butt to actually come up and push your hips forward. that people end up feeling in their knees, and sometimes it's not a bad thing, but when I really want you to find and engage your hips, we're just going to push our butt back. We're going to go down. I want you to really feel it
Now,
in
how
your
far
hips.
should people be going down,
As
ideally?
low as you can go, right? Because a lot of people are first going to complain about their knees, but it's because they haven't been that low in their range of motion in so long. But I guarantee if you just keep doing it,
Ryan, are you
Okay.
using
doing it.
Yeah, I'm glad the camera's facing this way.
Are you using your butt, Ryan?
Yes, using your butt.
because at that
Let me see. Let me see if he's squeezing it. Let me see if he's squeezing it.
Squeeze at the bottom. Tell them to squeeze at the bottom.
Lawsuit.
You gotta.
Squeeze
Oh, awesome. Oh, wait. I'm on TV.
Get us in trouble.
I didn't use my whole hand. Just the thumb.
Okay, real quick, we're running out of time, but how long do these workouts need to be? Where can people find your workouts? And how many days a week?
So, I mean, it depends on where your ceiling wants to be, right? You can start off with 30 minutes for 3-4 times a week, all the way up to an hour 30 for 6 times a week. It's kind of up to you and where you are. It's just about consistency. Do something every day, move your body, and you'll be good to go.
And we can find your workouts online?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at Train with Heck.
It's Simply Jackson, but we're also starting a 6-week weight loss program, Scope 42. So make sure to check that out.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Hector Jazz, thank you so much for joining us today.
Is that the end of the show?
Do it for us.
Oh, more squats. Yeah, let me see. Oh, yeah, let me see it.
It's the money shot.
Now you want to show it.